me again. I'm quite frankly surprised that I am back already within a week. That's a record for me. I'm usually skipping out and doing once a month. But yay, you guys skip me again. So get excited. So I thought and thought and thought about what I could do with this vlog, what I wanted this one to be about. And I decided that I did want to go ahead and talk about the weight thing, because it is kind of a big part of my everyday life right now, and so I thought talk about it. So I'm figuring that being honest and completely open about numbers is going to be my best bet, because honestly I used to shy away from being specific and giving numbers, and because that meant I had to face numbers as well, and it wasn't something I was comfortable with about 2 years ago. I weighed about 238 pounds. That was the heaviest that I'd ever gotten. Um, Not too happy about that. I'll show you guys a picture. Yes, this was me 2 years ago. I'm currently at 168, so I'm happy with it. I'd like to get to about 145. That would be ideal for me. Of course, um, charts say that I should be at like 120 something because of my height, and I was just like, yeah, no, I don't think so. But yeah, it's been about a year and a half since I first really started trying to get the weight off, keep the weight off, and not just be a 2-month diet where everything comes back on after a few weeks of not eating strictly. It's been a process, and not everything has worked. Not everything is going to work. My body is different than everybody else's body, and I've just had to really take the time to figure out what works for me, what's best for me. How am I going to stick to something? I have a set amount of calories, and I know that's so boring, calorie counting. Who likes calorie counting? That was the most daunting thing to me when I first started this. How can I keep up with calories? That's just, it's too much, and it scared me, and I think that's why I never stuck with diets, because counting is what has helped me the most. Um, Luckily, it seems these days that you can find just about anything on one of these. And there is an app that I have that has almost every food cataloged, along with its nutrition and its calorie count and its serving size. And what I do is I use that every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, everything goes on that application. And it adds up everything for me, and it tells me what I should have more of, what I should cut back on for the rest of the day. It also keeps up with exercise. So when I go to the gym and I burn 300 calories doing elliptical machine, I can put it on there and it subtracts it from my calorie intake. So it's really helpful knowing, being aware of what you're putting into your body when you weren't aware before. It's horrifying knowing how much I was eating before and how much I'm eating now in comparison. I was eating 4 times as much as what I'm eating now, and it's just, I eat my feelings. uh, if I'm upset about something, I want to snack. If I'm happy, I live in the South. People go out and eat. We always eat. Why do you think that obesity levels in the South are so high? It's not because people just like to eat. The food is really good. So the reason I'm doing this is, or the reason I started doing this, it actually started as a contest at work. My employer started a contest it was their own version of The Biggest Loser. Okay? It was the 3-month-long contest, and whoever lost the most weight out of the entire company got a $250 gift card, which is a prepaid cash card, for a new wardrobe. So that's when I was just like, $250, I could really use that, so why not? Like, I had been considering it. I really needed that push, that motivation, so I started. And I work at a relatively small company. It was about, we have a little over 100 people in the company. At the end of 3 months, I lost 22 pounds, and I came in 3rd place. So I was very happy. I mean, it wasn't first. I didn't win the money, but I think that just seeing that I could do that, 3 months, 22 pounds in 3 months, that was the most amount of weight I'd ever lost in such a short period of time in my life. And it just made me think, okay, if I can lose 22 pounds in 3 months, how much can I lose in a year? How much can you lose in a year and a half? And it's just, it hasn't been steady. There have been months where I'm just stuck, or I'll go up. I think the biggest hurdle has been that mentality of, okay, can I get back on this thing? Am I stuck? Am I just gonna, is this where I stop? Is it there's so many questions that go through your mind when you're trying to transform yourself. It may sound silly, but I lost a part of me that had been there since junior high. I haven't weighed this much, or this less. Like, I haven't been at this weight since probably 9th grade, maybe 10th grade. I went through some stuff in high school that I'll save for another blog. I went through some stuff, and it left me wanting to eat all the time because it was easier than having to deal with what I was dealing with. I started putting on weight in elementary school. Like, I noticed in junior high that I was always bigger than the other girls, and it just got worse and worse, and it's because I was emotionally eating. I didn't have the best junior high or high school experience. I didn't want to use that as an excuse anymore. Like, I've been out of high school for almost 10 years now. My 10-year high school reunion is coming up, and I didn't want this hanging over me anymore. I didn't want to be defined by the weight, because as long as I use the weight as a definition of myself, then everyone else would too. And so it's not only a physical thing, it's a mental thing, realizing that I'm more than a weight, more than a number on a scale. And that's been probably one of the more difficult parts, is just getting over that. That's why I was very upfront about the numbers. I went to the doctor at my heaviest, and she said, okay, you could lose about 90 pounds and it'd be good. So that's what I've stuck to. I'm almost at 70 pounds lost. So that's that. I will talk to you guys next weekend if I can come up with something to talk about. If you have, again, any ideas are welcome. And hopefully I can get out of the house and film a little and not be stuck in my room. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to leave you with a little message from my 2 biggest fans. That's right, I have fans.
Hello. Hello. My little name's William. Hello, Courtney. Goodbye.
Say hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Kelly.
What's my name?
Kenny.
What?
Kenny.
Junie?
Little knee.
Courtney?
Yeah.
Say it again?
Jutney.
Jutney.